Hi, Misha here, and this is an unboxing video, literally. But since titles are a thing, you already know what's in it. But nevertheless, I decided it'd be fun to do it. And I haven't done many firearms videos on this personal channel in a while, but kind of felt like it today. I have been doing some unlisted ones for Patreons only, Mishaco Patreons only. So if you're interested in a little bit of bonus kind of ad hoc content, check out our Patreon, because I'm trying to get a bit of a fundraiser going there for some new things and whatnot, and just keep things going around here. But I decided to make this one a public video on this here personal channel. First impressions, unboxing, sneak peek at the Polish FB, often called Radom, VIS-100 M pistol. This is the Polish military's modern current service gun since 2019, although it's been in development for well over a decade. And it's Poland continuing to do its own thing. So let's get it out of the box and see what it comes with, and also talk about the price tag. Pretty standard compact hard case here. We've seen Walther, Smith & Wesson, others use these. They're actually very practical. And inside we have the pistol with actually a number of accessories. We have a manual, which might seem a little, duh, but actually a lot of modern guns don't have a manual now. So there's a manual. It does manual things. Similarly, we have a cleaning brush here, cleaning rod here. The rod is plastic. This brush is actually mostly metal. It's pretty nice. And then the gun, 2 magazines, although they're a bit more than meets the eye. And then quite a few accessories over here. We have a second set of grips. And then we have an accessory pouch with sight plates and actually additional base plates for the mags and some tools. A little pocket for that. And the pistol stuck in here, and the mags. A little bit of the stickum glue from the edges here got on it, or it's really thin, no big deal. And there was this straw essentially as a chamber flag, but it does the job. And yeah, even this mag you see is stuck. I will say the first one, I had a couple come in the store. The first one I opened did not have this issue. So, it's just, yeah, whatever. So, mag here, and our gun. So, what makes this distinct and different from what we've had before? After all, yeah, there's plenty of 9mm, 9x19 NATO, Parabellum guns out there. So why this one? Well, a lot of it has to do with national pride, if we're being completely frank. Part of it's in the name itself, the VIS-100. Originally this was called the PIST-15 when it was in development, but when it was adopted, finally, years late, in 2019, it got the new name. The 100 stands for Poland's 100th anniversary, because it became a modern nation, independent nation in 1919 following World War I. So 2019, 1919. The VIS actually comes from this gun, the VIS-35, the P-85, or sometimes just called the Radom pistol. This is also a 9mm, and back in the 1930s was one of the factory's, FB factory's, earliest claims to fame. covered this several times on the main channel, but it was actually a very good, if not super advanced, but it combined a lot of the best features of other guns at the time. The Brownings and even some from German guns. It's a single stack 9mm, grip safety, single action only, but it actually has a decocker only, which is kind of unique for the day and time. Right here, and it has this is the takedown latch. It's a very well made, respected gun, and it gave Poland its own arms industry. Of course, World War II began with the invasion of Poland, and then the Polish people would first suffer under the Nazis and then the communists. So even though they had continued to make their own pistol designs, it wasn't really independent, if we're being honest. So is it any wonder that they finally were able to make their own handgun again? And there were some others like the Mag 94, Mag 98, but mostly they were using the old P-83 Wanad and even the P-64 in 9x18 Makarov. This was finally giving them a modern handgun to go with their modern rifles and machine guns. And it was named after Radom's first really successful gun. So, specs on this bad boy. This is a full-size gun. It's about 7 3/4 long. It has about a 4.3-inch barrel, and somewhat unique for a modern design, it actually has a metal frame, specifically an aluminum alloy. Now typically metal means somewhat heavy in this day of polymers. FB has mostly found a way around that. Part of it is the metal itself, lightweight but durable alloy. Part of it is it has very aggressive lightning cuts when and wherever possible, especially inside like the magwell. So the end result, the unloaded weight of this gun, as you see it here without an optic on, is 24 to 25 ounces. Now, that's not bad. For example, most of your Beretta 92s are between 32 and 34 ounces, and even Walthers like the P99 and PPQ are between 20 and 22 ounces, depending on the exact model and setup. Not bad at all, and it does feel light. It's a little top heavy, kind of like a polymer gun. Even though it's metal, it does feel very polymer. I think one thing that helps is it has wraparound grip panels, so they don't have a big, chunky, heavy metal backstrap. It does have a lanyard loop back here. It is double single action. It has a very smooth trigger, but it is very much a service gun trigger, not a target gun. And it does have a decocker only safety, much like the old VIS-35 here. Originally this was done for cavalry use back then. Today it's done to safely carry around in the chamber and have the gun ready. Of course, it also has automatic firing pin, drop safeties, all that good stuff. It's fully ambidextrous slide release here. That safety is ambi, or decocker rather. We have very aggressive, deep, large serrations front and back. The mag catch is kind of interesting. It actually squeezes in from either side. It's not a button that pushes through. And we have a rounded trigger guard, and we have a mil-spec 1913 rail, again with a large lightning cut underneath. And on top we have a fiber optic front sight, and on the back we have a plate removable rear sight where an RMR or other similar sight could be installed. Very angular slide. As far as the magazines, it's quite interesting. In the box, it comes with two 15 round mags, but with a +2 base plate. So they do stick out a bit. But if you don't like that, in the accessory kit, we have two flush fit base plates. So here's a mag from the other box I swapped the base plates out on. And that will give us a total capacity of 15 rounds in a flush fit. And gotta be honest, kind of like the look and feel of this better. But if you have meaty paws, you might want the longer grip. I loaded one of these mags up by hand with the +2 extension on. I was able to get 16 rounds in very easily. That 17th round was pretty stiff, but I'm sure with a bit of break-in. And it's extremely easy to replace these base plates, really even by hand. There's a lever here you just activate. It is a good feeling gun. Nice smooth slide. It uses what is today almost the standard linkless modified Browning tipping link barrel system, like a Glock or anything else. It has a bit of a chamfer at the barrel here for good lockup, and since it's a barrel from Radom, you'd know it's probably high quality. They've always been known for their well crafted tubes. And again, for a service gun, it's a smooth trigger, but intentionally a bit heavy for safety's sake. And this is very much a military-esque gun, although it does have some more commercial sporty features like the plate and the fiber optic sight, although more and more military guns are having plates. This version specifically is the VIS-100 M1. And it's in black, as well as a few other colors. I believe there's a stainless steel, maybe a two-tone. There's an OD green and a coyote. By the way, this metal has a tinifer finish, so Glock fans and Walther fans rejoice. It's that finish that a lot of people love on their European guns. Tinifer. Very corrosion resistant. So, a total capacity of 18 rounds with one in the pipe and the extension in the mag. Double single action, conventional decocker, frame matted for that matter, metal frame, yet it still weighs light. Comes with a couple of grip sets, pick rail. It checks all the boxes. Is it head and shoulders better than the competition? If I'm being honest, no. But much like the old VIS-35, it's taking the best features of other guns, and it's giving Poland something they designed and are manufacturing in-country, in-house. In fact, at this point, 20,000 roughly have been ordered by the military, with smaller orders from the Polish police. So that's why it took a couple of years to get these into the USA and onto the market. This project has been in the works since, really, the gun came out 2018, 2019, if we're being honest. So for a Polish collector, it's pretty cool. And we will be doing a full range shoot, so that's why I don't have this on the main Mishaco channel. I'll wait till I have a range day with it before we talk about it. But of course, we're down to kind of the final point and the sticking point of the price tag. So, this thing has an MSRP of $1,150. That's right, $1,150. Although, just before recording this video, I looked on Arms of America's website, the importer, and they are retailing them for around $930, $940. On the one hand, that's a lot of money. On the other hand, a lot of the guns that are significantly cheaper today are not metal frame. They are polymer. And a lot of guns today come with 2 mags and not much else. Sometimes even just 1 mag. So I do appreciate the accessories like the extra grips, the extra base plates, and an actual usable cleaning set. And aside from the slightly wonky foam in this one case, a decent case that you can actually use at the range, a manual. At least presentation is pretty nice. But is it worth basically $1,000? Yeah, I haven't shot it yet, so I'm not going to say. I really don't know. I really am interested to see how it shoots. I do know that metal frame guns from Walther and HK and Sig Sauer are about the same money. Polymer guns are your cheap ones today, so really the proof will come down to how it shoots. I do expect it to be reliable. Even though it's a full-size gun, it does feel good in the hands. I do like the trigger, and I suspect that shooting it will be even nicer. We'll have to find out. I can tell you, I do know what the importers pay, what Radom is charging them for these guns. They're not making bank on these at all. In fact, sometimes I wonder if they'll bring in more because the price went up between the time of ordering pre-COVID and the time of delivery post-COVID. So, is there any surprise there? Plus the 11% tariff on handguns. Yeah, they're making a little money, but they're not making what you think. Another problem, it's nice it comes with 2 mags, but even though, yes, Arms of America ordered spare mags, Radom forgot to ship them. FB forgot to ship them. Hopefully, they will send them over. I don't know that these mags are compatible with any other guns, but I haven't really looked. Maybe there's another mag that will work. I mean, after all, it is a double stack 9mm mag. Pretty standard there, but yeah. So what do you think? Has anyone else picked one of these up? I've had these on order for so long, I had to get a couple. I had to try them out. I've got another friend who likes Polish guns a lot, so he'll probably take the other one. I'll probably throw one in the collection, but I'm going to be honest right now, having not fired it yet, my only reason for really wanting it is just to go with my other Polish guns. And that's not necessarily a bad reason. It's nice to have a collection, and these very well could be a very big oddity in the future because, frankly, I don't see a ton of these selling. I could be wrong, but even if it is a good gun, it just doesn't really stand out from the crowd, and it's not super duper cheap. And so that's what people tend to look for and what they consider an off-brand gun. I don't consider Radom an off-brand FB, but to your average guy, yeah, you know what I mean. It's taken them this long to accept CZ. But it's exciting, and I am really happy to go shooting next week with it because the weather's supposed to be nice. And I haven't really done a gun boxing video here for you on this channel in a while. Again, I've done maybe half a dozen this year for the Patreons only. And if you'd like to go check out the Patreon page, I really would appreciate your support. It's just, you know, Mishaco, M-I-S-H-A-C-O. But, yeah, next time you see this, we'll probably be shooting it at the range. And trying out with steel, brass, maybe even aluminum cased ammo for feeling lucky, punk. This is Misha. Catch you very soon. Next time.